Hey
Hey
guys, it's
guys,
good to see you here. It's good to have you here. It's the February
it's already February.
episode.
It's already actually the end of February.
It's
pretty
crazy.
Much.
It's crazy that time has been going by so fast. We've been staying busy.
I feel like everybody's been working harder than ever before with
this is
everything
true
that's
with
been
everything
going on in the world.
with
And time
everything.
is just flying by. So
Yes.
glad you guys are here. Thanks for joining us.
Definitely. So glad you guys can make it. We have a bunch of great things to talk about, some big information, and probably the biggest thing that we want to start off with is what?
Well, I mean, something that we've been talking about for
a very long
time and that you guys have been asking for a long time too.
Yes.
Which is Patreon.
Patreon. We have started. So many of you have reached out to us and said, hey, when are you going to be able to do a Patreon, a Raity's Rides Patreon account? We want to have more access. We want to support the channel more. When are you going to be able to do that? Well, guess what? We have put it together. You know, I'm a firm believer that if you're going to do something, go all in or don't do it at all.
I agree.
And I think I really sat down and worked together on a great format.
Yeah, and we've got so many people that are already signed up, and it was really exciting to see so many people join the club.
Yes, and of course, numero uno, the first person was Angel.
Yes, Angel Alvarez who joined the On Throttle
Want to give him a huge shout out. So we have 3 clubs.
Yep.
We have the No Zonks Club, of course.
Which is a good entry level place to start.
Start off. Then there's the On Throttle Club, which Angel was the first.
And that's the one where you can get a shout out in one of Joe's videos.
Yes. I don't know if you guys have been watching. I know you guys have been watching. Duh.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys have been watching the channel.
Yeah.
But you guys have been watching the reviews, and lately we've been bringing some Twinkies and other Hostess goodies and snacks. And they've had people's names on them.
Yeah.
And people have been leaving them in the cars.
I know. It's exciting.
Surprise.
Right? They left them for us to find so that we could measure the space. It's
exactly.
really important, right?
But it's great to give them the shout out. So
and the winner's circle.
Yes. A very special group of Raity's Rides family members, those winner's circle club members. Yep. It's awesome because once a month I get to have a one-on-one talk with them.
I know.
And it's been a success. I've been able to talk to Gareth and so many of the other Jacob.
So let's give our Winner's Circle members a shout out.
Yeah, so these are our Winner's Circle Patreon members for Raity's Rides. We got Gareth
Hood, Jacob
DeWitt.
And can I say Zazarus' name?
Yes.
I just like to say
I love that name. That's a great name.
Zazarus Landa.
Yes.
And then, of course,
we got Brent Harris, Brian Betchart, and then Ken.
Ken, our newest. You talked to Ken today.
Ken, it was such a great conversation. I'm hoping that he's here. We have Adam Myers, one of our actual On Throttle members in Canada.
Yep.
Adam, just so you know, we put your package in the mail to Canada.
Yes,
so hopefully it will make it through customs.
Yeah.
I don't think we put anything weird in there.
No, and Gareth Hood has to wait for his too.
Yes.
It's going all the way to Saudi Arabia.
All the way to Saudi Arabia,
cool.
Middle East.
And you video chatted with Gareth
in
Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
And
very cool. Yeah, very cool. So Adam has already super chatted. He says, how's it going? You know what? It's going really well. Right now we have over 143 people watching. It's so great to have you guys here for these monthly Q&As. And this is something that we try to do here on YouTube. If you want more access, we have it now on Patreon.
Yes.
And I promise you, those people on Patreon that are part of the Raity's Rides family members there are really getting some behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Something that they already knew about since last week, we're now going to tell you now. The title of this video chat is basically big news.
Big news, yeah. And
so what is the big news? What is the big, besides Patreon?
Well, there's a lot. I mean, do you want to break it to them?
Let's go ahead and just let the cat out of the bag right now. We, and when I say we, we're not only talking about you, but of course, Lori and I are going to... Finally, where are we going?
Nash Vegas.
Yeah. We're going to Nashville, Tennessee, because guess what? We're going to the headquarters of Nissan USA. And we just got another super chat.
David
Wilkinson. Glad to have you guys back on the Q&A. We're glad to have you back.
Every month, David, you can count it. We're going to be doing
and David's always here every month. And he's always doing super chats, which is so wonderful. We're using those funds to just be able to go on these trips, go to these places, get
And
the
so,
equipment.
But we're not just going to Nashville for fun. Although it's a great town.
Yes.
Really great town. Been there. It's really
we are
wonderful.
going to Nashville, Tennessee, because that is the headquarters for Nissan USA. We've been waiting 8 months. I've been knocking on Steve's door. There's a guy, great guy that works for Nissan. He's like their regional PR guy. And I've been knocking on the door, banging on the door to get access to what?
400Z.
Yes. This week, we are going to Nashville to bring you footage of the new 400Z.
Finally, we're really excited.
It's the only one in the whole freaking country.
Yeah. So you can count on the fact that I am going to be OCD about checking the footage.
Yes.
At least
make sure it sounds good. We got a new mic specifically for this trip.
Yeah,
we are
really
not
excited.
Dropping the ball on this one.
We're really excited.
And we get alone time. We get alone time with the 400Z.
So I mean, we don't get to drive it, but we do get to do a thorough walk around. We might.
We might.
What? I didn't even know that.
Yes, I just listen. It's late incoming information.
Breaking news. I mean, it happens all the time.
We definitely got to acknowledge Lando. Did a super chat. Thank you, Lando. We appreciate you being here. We got over 208 Raity's Rides family members here.
I wonder if Tuesday might be a better night than Thursday.
You know, normally we do Thursdays.
Yeah. So share in the chat.
Definitely share in the chat.
Or Thursdays.
Let us know in the comment section what you think about doing it on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to make everybody happy, but we try the best. We try our best.
We do.
Jaden is here. What's up, Jaden? He says, please come down to Germantown soon.
We'd love to.
We are working on that.
As soon as the pandemic is, I don't know, under control in some way.
We're trying to time it right. The good news is that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we're noticing that a lot of the big auto shows are getting on the calendar. Yeah. So fingers crossed these things happen, because I'll say it again. I probably sound like a broken record. My father used to tell me this all the time. He was like, you sound like a broken record, Joe. Actually, he called me Joseph. He didn't call me Joe, but actually called me Giuseppe. But anyways, yes, he would call me Giuseppe. But that was when he wasn't mad at me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was Joseph Dominic when he was upset.
When you're in trouble.
If he's really pissed off, it was Joseph Dominic Raiti. But anyways, all three. Watch out. Mount Vesuvius has erupted.
That's right.
But you know, the great news is that with things opening up, we get out there and try to see. This trip is just a quick one.
Yeah, and you guys know it's been hard for us to get access because we're in Florida.
It is.
I mean, that's just if we were in if
we lived on the East Coast
or the West Coast.
Yeah, well, we do live on the East Coast. Duh.
Well,
if we live on the West Coast.
Florida's like its own little country. It's a very strange.
Well, it depends where you live in Florida for sure. That's for sure.
Strange.
So we got another super chat from another fellow Canadian up there, up north, the Low Spec Dasher. He says every sea in Pacific Ocean is pronounced differently. You are 100%.
I've never
interesting.
thought of that before.
Yes.
You know what else that you shared with me the other day that I didn't know is that race car.
Yes, race car is spelled the same way, forward and backwards. It's the same word.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Random
life's mysteries.
Bits of info that I get
we got
from Joe
Roy
on a daily basis.
Roy Morgan is here, first timer from Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama.
Hey, Roy,
it's great to have you here. Thanks for finding us. And that's the thing I've been noticing is that lately a lot of people have been chiming in the comment section saying, "Hey, I just found you guys. Man, this is great stuff." Well, we're happy to have you, Roy, and everybody else that's new. We got Jaden again. It would be awesome if both of you could come to, yes, and I hope you would give us an employee discount.
I would hope.
Or maybe a free pizza.
No, we would pay for it.
Yes, we would pay. What I would do is if he did give us a free pizza, then I would give him a huge tip.
There you go. Hey, that's
there you go. Off. Yes.
Josh Hernandez. Hey, Josh. Thanks for that chat. See if I should swap my 370Z for the 400 and go Bucks.
Yeah, definitely the Bucks winning the Super Bowl. That was crazy. Lots of pandemonium. I'm kind of glad we were home because it got a little crazy down there.
It's a little crazy.
But
a little crazy.
But definitely we will be bringing you comparisons. I'm going to be talking when I review the 400Z. I'm not only going to compare it to the 370Z, but I'm also going to compare it to the Toyota Supra. That's its main competition. Yeah. I can tell you right now where the Z comes out on top.
Yeah.
That 6-speed manual transmission available.
It still surprises me that the Supra doesn't have that as an option.
It's ridiculous. It's a joke. It's a joke. It really is. Not to say that the ZF 8-speed isn't fast shifting.
No, it's great.
It's great, but it would be nice to have a manual.
We did get some more super chats that came in.
I see. I did.
Mauricio Perez.
Mauricio, thank you for that. And if you have a specific question, we'll keep an eye on the comments. It's great that it's wonderful that you guys just want to share the passion with us and definitely just want to get shouted out. It's so wonderful. And that's what we're going to do when we go. Once they start the shows again, we're going to have the meet and greets. It was so successful at the Chicago Auto Show.
It was amazing.
Last year. When I say last year, that was the one and only big show that happened.
Yeah.
So definitely we are going to be making the trips. I know that the Miami Auto Show is in May.
It's on the calendar.
They're saying right around my birthday.
So. And so for us, you can count on us going because we're here in Florida. So we'll drive.
And we will mask up. We will do whatever.
All the precautions.
I will do whatever it takes to bring you guys the content.
Will you triple mask?
I will do whatever it takes. I'll wear a big
hazmat suit.
Hazmat suit if I have to bring them the content.
That would be awesome.
And see these cars in person.
I have a feeling they would love to see that.
Also, if you haven't seen the unveil, I did a virtual unveil of the new Carnival, the Kia Carnival. So check that out. It does not look like a minivan.
No.
David gave us a super chat.
Hey, David Lango. David is one of our Patreon members.
Not only a On Throttle Patreon member, but also very, very supportive. David says, Joe and Lori, thank you for my 2021 Volkswagen Arteon SEL R-Line review. Awesome. Here's a quick funny story, everybody. So David has been wanting me to track down a specifically SEL trim R-Line spec Arteon. And not only was I able to track it down, but because he is an On Throttle member, we gave him the shout out in the car that he so really wanted to see on the channel.
I know, it's fun. It's so much fun.
Yes, and I love the front end of that Arteon, especially with the daytime running lamps.
Yeah, I really like the way it drove. It was really
Mauricio's back again?
Mauricio.
What's up, Mauricio?
Thank you for doing that. So, hey, Joe, any mods you're considering for your GT350?
You know, it's funny you bring that up. People have been asking me about mods. Because I was lucky enough, obviously because of everybody's support here, of course, everybody over at Walker Ford and their support, to get a GT350R. When it comes to modifications, there's not a lot on my list, but here's something interesting that I also was going to mention during the live Q&A. One of the reasons why I'm kind of glad that I'm not doing a lot of modifications to the GT350R is because there is going to be a new addition to the Raiti's Rides stable. And it's going to be a little different. This isn't something where I've been dreaming about this car for my whole entire life or anything like that. I have
to say, though, you have been dreaming about pretty much every car.
Yes, I do dream. Yes. But this car is special.
Yes.
And it does have some connection to my past in some ways, but we're also going to use it as a test bed to really see what this car is about, because everybody talks this game about, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, it's hard to do this, it's hard to do that. So I'm not saying what the car is yet. I'm actually saving it for the Patreon members first.
Okay.
But there is going to be a new edition, so stay tuned for that. I can't wait to share it with all of you. It's killing me not to tell you right now. It really, really is. So stay tuned.
He's pretty good at surprises, I have to say.
Well, thank you.
There was one time that he surprised me, and I think you scared the crap out of me. Didn't I throw
on your
my
birthday?
keys at you?
Yeah, it was on your birthday. That was when we first started dating. I came to your apartment.
And so he learned pretty quickly, no more surprises.
Yeah, she threw her keys at me. You're like, you screamed and just gave me your keys. I was like, okay, here, happy birthday.
Take my keys.
So that was Mauricio. So no big mods on the horizon right now. I want to just be able to get some more time to drive it some more, do some more reviews.
We've been so busy.
We've been so busy. It's
all of you, right? I mean,
it's good. It's a good busy, and we're so thankful for all your support. You guys are busting your butts in your jobs every day and taking care of your business and your family and everything else, and dealing with a pandemic on top of that. We're just glad that we could bring a little just glimmer of laughter, of hope, of fun, and of course, cars.
Yeah.
Cars, it's like the best. It's better than chicken soup. You know, they say chicken soup is the best remedy for your soul or whatever. Isn't there a book?
Chicken soup
for the soul?
Yeah.
It's really cars. That's how
we need to write that book.
4-wheel therapy. That should be the
Raiti's
Rides 4-wheel therapy. I'm sure they'll read it.
Oh gosh, I can write that down.
So thank you. Look, she's writing it down. Thank you. Mauricio, thank you, man. You're really awesome. Scrolling down, we have some more super chats. So we have Slugga 06.
Nice.
Slugga 06. I need a new truck. Is the new Tundra the way to go?
Gosh.
You know, if you want a bulletproof, a truck that can get 1,000,000 miles or more, if you take care of it properly, that truck has it. Now, if you're looking for a truck that has the latest and greatest in technology and infotainment and all that, that truck isn't where it's at. But I do know there is a redesign, an updated Tundra coming.
So, but you're always of the mindset that if you like the current Tundra,
if I'm on the mindset that if you like a current car now, if you're thinking about a current car or truck right now, and you're on the fence, should I wait for the redesign? Should I buy the? Sometimes it's better to get what you know that's available now. It's tried, it's true. Who's to say that you're going to like the next redesign? I just saw before we came live a photo of a 2022 WRX. Now, I don't know if it was a real legit photo from Subaru, but it looked pretty freaking legit. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not very impressed. It did not give me those feelings, those tingly feelings, like when I look at my STI or say an 04, blob eye or whatever. So just one of those things that sometimes it's better to get it now.
We've got a ton of super chats.
All right, we got to get through it. I'm yapping.
So thank you very much for that super chat. And here's another one. TNN
Slugga.
Raw Vantrez. I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm trying to kick the Twinkies. Can we compare it to carrots? Not a bad idea.
What's his name? TNN and Raw Vantrez. Thank you for your super chat, first of all. And I know, listen, I'll be honest. I'll tell you guys something personal right now. When I was in middle school, I was overweight. Yeah. And
Twinkies.
Yeah, it was too much Hostess, to be honest with you. So I know how you feel, and we will definitely bring some more of the healthier options. I do have a Porsche review coming up, a GT3 RS, the very first one that I ever got to drive. And we do talk about some of those healthier options because we're talking about cutting weight in the car.
That's right.
Which will also cut weight for you.
That's right. Good choice.
Thank you, man. We appreciate that super chat.
And then Mauricio is back. Thank you, Mauricio. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. We love you. Thanks so much for saying
Mauricio
that.
Perez, it's great to be able to share the love, share the passion. We care about you guys so much. And that's why we try so hard to answer the comments. I know sometimes it seems that we're not there answering the comments, but we're there. We're trying. As the Raity's Rides family grows, so does the amount of comments. So we're doing our best, and I promise we'll keep doing our best no matter what.
And I mean, Joe, you really are in the comments all the time.
Yeah,
and he won't let anybody else do it. Won't let me help him. He is
those just so you know, those responses in the comments are me. I know Lori has asked many a time to help, and the great news is that when Lori does respond, say like to our Patreon members or to other platforms, she actually says she'll say this is Lori. Yeah. So it's always me. Other than that, there's nobody else. Our dog refuses to answer comments.
Try to get him to work.
I gave him a bone, a bigger bone than his body, and he still wouldn't do it.
We've got another super chat here from Ever Downward and On. Thank you so much. Thoughts on black rims? Personally, I think traditional silver, gray, or other lighter color rims contrast the black of the tire really well and doesn't make the wheels look like giant Oreos. That's a very good point. First of all, thank you for your super chat. We love having you here. We love having these questions. And of course, all the other people, we will try to get to your questions as well. Obviously, the best way to be heard is to have the super chat because it pops up nice yellow gold block right there. But I totally agree with what you're saying. I feel like the black wheel thing is getting played out, even though I do own a vehicle currently with black wheels, my GT350R. It is a white car. I'll give you a perfect example. If you haven't seen it yet, which I know many of you have, I did the virtual unveil of the Lexus IS 500 F Sport Performance. That has those silver inky wheels. They look gorgeous. I think it looks great. And I hope more vehicles start to bring back some of these other colors. Of course, with the Type RA, we love the gold wheels. I mean, nobody else does gold wheels with like Subaru. Yeah. So thank you for that great statement and your question and everything. We appreciate your super chat. We got Sublime GT 500. That's Matt. He's like, hey guys, drove the 500 today. All I can say is wow, wow, wow. That's right. You took the words right out of my mouth, and I knew exactly that's how you would feel about that awesome GT 500. I need to still watch your YouTube video where you gave me a shout out. So thank you for doing that. I'm glad that you were able to get some miles
under her belt.
Yeah.
And definitely more on throttle to come.
That car is like nothing else.
Well, especially the green, man.
Oh, the green.
Yeah, it's like, watch out.
Amazing.
We have Adnan Amin.
Yeah.
Adnan Amin. Thank you for your super chat. He says, from Canada. I bought a 2021 Corolla Apex manual. Thanks, Joe. Fun car.
Really
fun car. I was able to throw that car around during our little drive session, and it just stuck, man. It just put a smile on my face.
You can have a manual in it.
Yeah,
it just makes it fun.
And that's the thing, I'm happy to see manufacturers putting the manuals in there, but we also need to go out and buy them. There's a lot of people who talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. Every vehicle. So
some folks thought you might be thinking buying the Mustang Mach-E.
Philip Goulman just right now. First of all, Adnan, congratulations. Thank you for your super chat. I guess there's some chatter going on about a Mustang Mach-E. That would be a big heck. I was going to say hell, but I already said it. Heck no. Sorry. You guys are crazy. As I do have the Mach-E coming tomorrow.
Which is exciting.
We have the review coming. Yes, Mach-E. Finally. We were able to get a Mach-E at Walker Ford.
Big news.
We got a lot of big news.
We got a lot of big news.
The big news, though, is that Joe Raiti from Raity's Rise is not buying a Mach-E.
No, we're not buying.
I like my internal combustion engines too much right now.
Here's the thing. Joe Raiti has to have a manual transmission.
That's another thing. Joe Raiti does need to have a manual transmission. As much as I sit there and ponder, could I do a DCT?
He would drive me crazy if he didn't have that manual transmission because you would get bored with the car.
Well, just so you guys know, all of our vehicles we currently own are all manual. So,
well, look, we've got another super chat from one of my favorite people,
Zazarus Landa. I love that. He sounds like a freaking Star Wars hero or something.
You're so lucky.
Zazarus
I used to want to change my name when I was a kid.
Well, don't change it now.
Well, no, that's too
I call you Zazarus. I don't know. I don't know. No offense to you, Zazarus.
It's a great
name. Yes, it is a great name. Thank you for that super chat, and thank you for also being a Winner Circle
member on Patreon. A club member.
He says, finally able to make it to a Q&A school work out of the way.
Nice.
That's awesome, and it's great because tonight this is the first time we're doing Tuesday. We have over 325 people watching.
It's nice to see so many people on
You guys are awesome. I got a new shirt I'm wearing, by the way. This is a No Zonk shirt.
I like that. I like that so much.
I know. You designed it.
I may have put it together.
Yes, you did.
Yes. So thanks, Zazarus.
Thank you, Zazarus.
We've got another super chat from Eric Milk.
We have so many awesome Canadians, and I hope that this freaking pandemic can get under control because I want to go to the Toronto Auto Show.
I've never been to Canada.
I lived in Canada for over a year.
I've never been. I really want to go.
Thank you, Eric, man. We really appreciate you, and I love that little fist bump. That's really cool. Yeah.
All right, so let's see.
Are we caught up? Oh, we got another one. Blake Robert, we have another member. I believe he is part of the No Zonks Club on Raity's Rise Patreon. Thank you, Blake. I love, obviously, your avatar picture there or whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
I will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway in 2 weeks for Track Attack. You guys are going in April.
That's right.
Well, first of all, congratulations for you. Yes, Lori and I will be going on April. And if anybody's asking, like, what the heck is these guys talking about Track Attack? When you buy a Ford Performance vehicle, especially a GT350 or GT350R, you get to go to the GT350 Track Attack at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And what we're going to be doing is obviously bringing you some content from there.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have the special onboard cameras and telemetry and everything else that we're going to be bringing to you. And we're also able to do the 2-day one. So we're going to bring you extra content. But Blake, you're going to love it.
Leave some rubber on the tires.
Yes, leave some rubber on the tires. Please, Blake. Go easy on the on throttle.
That's right. Okay.
Congratulations, Blake.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Okay, Sublime
has been. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Now we're hoping that this freaking Chicago Auto Show happens this year. We want to come and see you again, man.
Oh, wait, I skipped over something.
That's okay.
Hold on.
We got to scroll.
Pause.
Take a pause.
Gosh.
Listen, we have so many awesome people here.
You guys,
it's
sorry.
bound to happen.
Scroll back up.
No need to apologize. Keep going.
Okay, there's
Blake.
Okay,
now we got
Jaden.
Difference between twin turbo and supercharged. So anytime you're comparing a turbocharged engine to a supercharged engine, Jaden, the turbocharge or turbochargers in your question run off of the exhaust gas. So exhaust gas coming out of the engine gets rerouted and then boom, blasted into your engine to give you that power. Supercharger, you're also blasting air because obviously you need air to make the boom. But now what you're doing is that the engine itself is driving the turbine inside of the supercharger. And that's what's forcing the air in. Benefit of a supercharger, basically zero lag. You could get more power out of a turbocharged engine, but you do have lag to deal with. And you also run a greater chance of blowing it up.
That's true.
So
good question, Jaden. Mauricio, back. One more question. Feel free, whatever questions, Mauricio. Which is the best choice, GT 500 or C8?
You know, that's a great question, Mauricio.
Really great
question. I'm not sure if you saw my comparison review I did over at Dream Giveaway Garage, where I compared those two cars. I think at the end of the day, the car that put the biggest smile on my face every time I went on throttle was the Shelby GT 500. The Tremec 7-speed, the way the exhaust just talks to you, the way the engine talks to you. The C8 is awesome. C8 is awesome, guys. It's just, for me, it's just missing a couple things. And many people have said it, not just this guy. The exhaust on the C8 is quieter. The stock, or I should say the GM performance exhaust on the C8 is quieter than on the C7. And that's one thing I don't like.
You know, and it's interesting because we've met a lot of people who are big fans of the C8. One of them is John Craman, JK.
Yeah, JK. He got a C8.
And he will tell you that the C8 is just amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, it is. It's an amazing, listen, from a performance standpoint, it's amazing. It's just for me, when it comes to the driving experience, I just need something a little bit more.
You got to have the eargasms.
Well, that's one thing for sure, but also the Z06, I'm curious what that's going to bring.
Yeah, for sure.
What we got now?
So great question
thank you,
there.
Mauricio.
And then Shaylin Shaw, welcome, Shaylin.
Another Canadian.
Yes, love your channel, especially love the one take reviews, right? Love from Alberta, Canada. Yeah, I mean, you do it all in one take.
Well, yes, we do. We do each segment in one take.
We don't splice it up with a bunch of different edits and throw some B-roll.
It's annoying, to be honest with you. I want to just be able to talk to you guys like we're talking now.
Right.
Unedited, uninterrupted. Yeah, and many of you say that. So thank you for putting that in the comments when you say, hey, Joe, I feel like I'm right there with you. That's what I'm trying to bring to you. Yeah. I want you to be there with me because in reality, I really do want you to be there with me.
That's right. So thanks, Shaylin, for that comment. And it's awesome that you recognize that. And then we got a super chat from Pat Clements. Thank you, Pat.
Yes, Pat. Pat and
Beautiful photo.
Chatted. I guess she saw a Toyota hybrid vehicle that caught her eye, but she's still loving her Mustang.
Oh, well,
so,
I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
That would be
We have 337 people watching right now. That is real. This Tuesday's been really great.
Yeah, it has been great.
What do we have?
Another super chat from Valeria Gaeta. Thank you, Valeria. Am I the only girl in the chat? Well, you're also in the chat with Pat Clements.
Yes.
So not the only one. She bought the 2021 Rogue thanks to your detailed review. Keep it up.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. You know, I have always been a Nissan fan, even when I was a kid. I remember this guy down the street from where I lived. He bought a 1991 Nissan 300ZX twin turbo. I remember it to this day, clear as day. It was burgundy. It had the spoiler on the back that the turbo model had. And I would literally ride my bicycle on purpose, just go back and forth past his house looking at that car.
You doing that.
It was beautiful. It was amazing. So I'm glad to see Nissan doing this renaissance.
It is so nice.
It's not perfect. I mean, not everything they're doing is perfect, but no brand is perfect. And it's just nice to see them trying. Yeah. And I can't wait to see the 400Z.
Yeah. Yeah. Same here. Me too. Yes. So thank you, Valeria.
Yes. Thank you.
And then we've got another super chat from Nathan. And he says, thanks, Joe and Lori, for the great videos. Which sedan do you think is the best to buy for a budget of around $25,000?
If it's around $25,000 and you want a sedan that does everything, and if we're talking just brand new cars, which I try to just leave it at that, because once you say used, the gambit is wide open.
Too many variables.
Right off the top of my head, I would say Civic Si. Because you're going to get some performance. You have the 4-door usability, and it's very, very fun to drive. It's very driver focused. So that's my recommendation. If you don't know how to drive manual, I would probably say the Hyundai Elantra.
Okay.
The N-Line.
The N-Line.
The N-Line. If you need an automatic.
Where would the Kia K5 slot in there?
It would have to be a GT. No, it wouldn't even be a GT line, because a GT line is going to run you around 28, 29.
Yeah, it'd be a little.
It's 25. It's hard to hit that 25.
But depending on the manufacturer, if it is a new car, you might be able to get incentives.
Yeah, I just keep it at MSRP.
Yeah.
So there you go, Nathan. Good question.
Really good question. All right, Sublime. Thanks.
Matt again.
Yes, Matt,
yes.
we did thank
yes,
you
we did
for that.
thank you.
That was
yes.
the one
okay.
that I skipped
yes.
over everybody. So thanks again, Matt.
Yes.
And then Adnan Amin, do you watch Formula One, and who's your favorite driver?
I do watch Formula One. I would probably say, obviously, the easy answer would be Lewis Hamilton, but it just seems I would like to see Lewis Hamilton in a non-factory Mercedes car. And see what he could do. I've always been a fan of Sebastian Vettel.
Yep.
He's really amazing. And if you want to know like what my all-time biggest fan or favorite Formula One driver would be Michael Schumacher.
Okay.
Formula One, I do love. I used to love it a lot more. Where my heart still is and always will be is sports car endurance racing. I love the 24 Hours Le Mans. I love the IMSA WeatherTech series. I love all that kind of stuff where you see multi-classes of cars all racing at the same time. And a lot of the classes being cars that you and I could buy or at least dream after.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there's nothing like seeing those Lexus GTD cars.
Yes, those are awesome, man. With those V8s, that was cool, yeah.
And the fact that you can sit in an RCF and drive it.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting. So great question. Got another question from Cloud Life Gaming. So thanks for that super chat. Joe and Lori still on the run with the Viper, LOL.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people, I guess, went to Jaguar Land Rover St. Petersburg's website and saw that it was gone.
Yes.
And I had some people asking me if I bought it or stole it. No, it's a little bit out of my price range, at least right now. But it's nice to dream. And would I want a Viper?
A few sleepless nights dreaming.
I did. That Viper was pretty slick, man. I mean, with only 1,400 miles and the silver and that interior really just blew me away. But the biggest experience was that 6-speed manual and the sound of that freaking V10. One of these days, we will be getting one of those in the Raiti's Rides garage. No, that is not the car that we're getting right now. Okay? And no, I'm not getting a Mustang Mach-E.
Okay.
Yes.
So great.
That settles that.
Thank you, Cloud Life.
And no, I'm not getting a Tesla.
No?
No.
Okay.
I don't want a Tesla.
Okay, let me scroll. We've got more super chats, and I just did that thing where I accidentally hit a button.
Yeah, you love doing that.
And okay.
All right.
Hold on a second. Wait. Okay, everybody pause. Wow. Oh, look, there's a hot dog emoji.
Yeah, we did get a little
squirrely
here.
I'm sorry, guys. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so Sean Kennedy, Audi R8 RWS versus all-wheel drive R8. What are your thoughts? Will the handling be all that much different? What do you know? What have you heard? Thanks, Sean.
Yes, very, very good question, Sean. And this is always a big question, when it comes to rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive. I really think the Audi R8 platform is so well suited for all-wheel drive. And if I was to get an R8, I would go with the Quattro setup. I think that you're going to have to be super gingerly and super careful when it comes to driving that rear-wheel drive at speed. But just something to think about, that the chassis was originally designed for all-wheel drive for the current R8.
Okay.
So to switch to rear-wheel drive,
that's where
it gets. I mean, it'll give you a really unique driving experience. And one thing you'll definitely be able to do is when you come out of a corner, you'll be able to square off the corner and get a quicker exit as long as you do it right. But what could also happen is the back end comes around and now you're spinning off the side of the road or the track.
Sure.
But good question,
Great
Sean.
Question,
thank you for the
Sean.
super chat.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, so let me scroll down here. Jacob
DeWitt. He is one of our Winner's Circle members. Thank you, Jacob. Finally able to catch a live stream. Got my package today. Loved everything inside, especially that. Well, I'm so glad we could send that to you, Jacob. And that's one of the great things being a member of not only the Winner's Circle, but the On Throttle Club on Patreon, is getting that special gift from us.
And we put on this table right here.
Yeah, we put it all together and everything. Yeah.
Stuff.
But it was so great to talk to you and learn about what your interest in cars and about your Cadillac and stuff. And I'm looking forward to next month.
The fun things about being able to chat one-on-one with folks is hearing what they think about different cars and what they're interested in.
It really is. So. It's really awesome. Thank you, Jacob.
All right.
We got a hot dog from Railroad Dean. Dean, we could put that hot dog in some car pockets. Maybe some behind the seat.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure a few car pockets for sure. Jaden also is back. So thanks, Jaden. If I bought an 03 Mach 1 twin turbo supercharger.
Well, if you bought in Mach 3, a 2003 Mach 1, my advice is that if it's stock, I would leave it alone because that's a pretty, unique car. If you are going to go the route, I would go supercharger. Those engines really do well with superchargers. And I remember many of my friends a long time ago used to have superchargers on their Mustangs of that generation.
That's right. Anthony Baez, thank you, Anthony.
Yes.
Hey, Raiti's Rights, how you doing? I have 2 questions. Did you see the Nissan website where they already have a 2021 Nissan Armada SV and the SL?
Yes. So we already brought to you the 2021 Nissan Armada, and we will be going to Moss Nissan to get the other trims. Because one of the things we love to do here on Raiti's Rise that we know you guys love is seeing all the different trims. So stay tuned. We will be bringing you more, not only Armada stuff, but also Acura MDX, the different trims of the 2022 MDX.
Yes, great points.
Matt again with another. Matt, you're really generous, man. We really appreciate you, and we can't wait to see you when we come to the Chicago Auto Show. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt. Able TV Games.
He's like, I need your advice, Uncle. I don't know if I go for Tesla Y or Lexus RX 350. Please just a tip. Well, you know, it really, those vehicles are so diametrically apart from one another. I think if you want the latest and greatest, if you like technology, if you like, you know, that unique experience, you're going to want to go the Tesla Model Y. There's been a lot of issues, though, when it comes to overall fit and finish. If you go the Lexus route, it's more old school, but you're getting more reliability, and you're definitely getting a better level of fit and finish. At least that's what I have seen from my travels. So that's my advice from me to you. But hey, buy whatever makes you happy. That's my advice.
Oh, definitely.
Buy the car that when you get out and you're walking away, you turn back and you stare at it for a little while. If you did that, you bought the right car. If you don't do that, or it makes you ill looking at your car, then you probably bought the wrong one.
That's very true.
Yes.
Look who's here.
Larry's here. What's up, Larry? He's like, I heard the SRT brand is being dissolved. Could this be the beginning of the end for V8 Mopar muscle? So, Larry, let's talk about this a little bit. So, Stellantis, remember that there's no longer FCA. It's now Stellantis, all those different organizations under one umbrella. What they are supposedly saying is that they are disbanding SRT and taking those performance engineers and sending them to other brands to work at, not all work out together. But the president of Dodge has said that the V8 can only go on for so much longer. What they are expecting, of course, is still performance to be the name of the game. And you can do performance on an EV or a hybrid vehicle, but V8 days are numbered. And we're going to have more discussion about this in the future on Raiti's Rides about if you want some of these cars, guys and girls out there, this is the time to buy them because eventually they are going to go away.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way of the world right now. And if you want it and you want to get it new,
right,
and you want it to be your, like, obviously you'll always be able to buy a used one, but if you want a new one, those days are numbered. So make your decisions wisely.
Really good point.
Yes.
And thanks, Larry.
Yes, thank
so
you,
glad
Larry.
you're here. Evan Nelson, thanks, Evan. Great videos, Joe. Amazing camera work,
Of
Lori.
course. Lori does an awesome job. Without her, Raiti's Rides would suck. So
you're very sweet.
I'd be talking, it'd be like talking over here, be like, hey guys, what's up?
So he says, what are your thoughts on the 2022 Civic? And what do you guys think Honda will change for the 22 Type R?
So I think the 2022 Civic, I know a lot of people were saying it was bland, like the styling got a little bland. I think it might be a move in the right direction. I feel like when I had my Type R, after the buzz wore off, that it was new and it was the first time here in here in the United States, I kind of, some of the styling, I was just like, it wasn't working for me anymore.
Yeah, I know.
So it's going to be interesting to see the Civic. I got to wait until I see it in person. A lot of people want to hear me zonk things in these virtual unveils. I can't really zonk something. I mean, there's a few things I can, but overall, it's hard to zonk things if I can't see it and touch it in person. So stay tuned because hopefully at an auto show coming up soon this year, we'll be able to see that new Civic. And many people are saying that for the 2022 Type R, all-wheel drive.
Which is pretty dang exciting.
And the way it's going to work is you'll have the front wheels that are powered by the turbocharged inline 4, and the rear wheels will be powered by an electric motor, supposedly. but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
It's exciting though.
It is
Thank you for that super chat.
Yes, thank you so much. Potato chip.
Potato chip on throttle. Heck yeah. Get ready for some on throttle on that Mach-E tomorrow.
Yeah, no kidding. Thank you, Potato Chip. Anthony Baez. Hey, Anthony. The Infiniti QX80 better than the Armada. What do you think?
Currently, if we're comparing what's currently available, I'm going Armada, especially at the price point. But wait and see what Infiniti is bringing for the QX80 redesign. I think a lot of people are going to be impressed.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Anthony.
And Dels Run. Thank you, Dels Run, for the super chat. Hey, Joe and Lori, loves y'all's videos. They're truly amazing. Thanks for saying that.
Yes, thank you.
Trying to decide between the 21 Nissan Rogue and the 21 Atlas Cross Sport. What are your thoughts?
You know, personally, between those two, the one that stands out in my mind is the Atlas Cross Sport.
Yeah.
I actually like the styling of the Cross Sport.
Same.
And I'm not really a big SUV person, but the way that they kind of chopped off the rear and shortened it up.
Yep.
It has so much room on the inside, and I like the way it drives as well, especially if you go something like with an R-Line package or something like that. The looks are very stylish, and I think they do silver. Silver works really well on that vehicle with those dark gray wheels.
Yeah, I completely agree. Although I do think the Rogue looks great too.
The Rogue does. It does.
The little boxier styling, I think.
Well, and you could get on the Cross Sport, you could get a V6, which you can't get.
See, that's
in the Rogue.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
so
and no CVT.
Great question, Delson.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that super chat. And then AP80 number 28.
He's always here.
Thank you for joining us again. Hey guys, hope all is well. Joe, after going back and forth, I decided, and his wife, okay.
Nice. That's always important.
Home run.
You don't want to be living in your car that you're getting.
That's right. So he's going with the GT350 over the ZL1 this April, and it really seems like the complete car, as you said.
Awesome. I'm so excited for you.
Congratulations.
You really couldn't lose out of those two choices. They really cannot lose. You know, being able to go to Dream Giveaway Garage and drive that Lingenfelter 720 horsepower ZL1 1LE definitely made me start second guessing.
Well, that was another
little bit.
week where you had dreams kept you up all night long.
Yeah, and I just love the look of the front of the ZL1 1LE. But definitely the Shelby has such a unique engine. That Voodoo engine is just
either one of those cars.
So thanks for the super chat.
Thank you so much for that. All right, so we've got a lot more super chats.
Awesome.
Catch up.
That's all right. Jaden is back. Difference between four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. What's too high, too low, 4 high and 4 low. So basically, when you're looking at regular all-wheel drive, a lot of times it's either going to be full-time where all 4 wheels are being driven by that throttle, or it's going to be front-wheel drive that shifts to all-wheel drive once there's slippage. 4-wheel drive is for those off-roading vehicles, whether it's a truck, an SUV, a Jeep. 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low all comes into gearing. So for example, if you put it in 4 low, you can't drive on the highway. You're barely going to be able to do 20 miles an hour.
Right.
Whereas you want to be in that higher, that 4 high, you could drive on the highway.
Yeah.
So hopefully that helps, Jaden.
Yeah, good question. And then AP80 is back, number 28. Also, do you think electric cars will be the only cars that are built in the next 10 to 15 years?
You know, I know there's a lot of, that's a great question, AP80 number 28. There's a lot of people, you know, Jaguar announced that they're only going to have electric vehicles in their lineup starting 2025.
A lot of people are talking about that.
Land Rover said 2028. GM said 2035. My question is that if they switch to all EVs, is the infrastructure going to be there to charge your EV vehicles? You know, for those of you who are in Texas that have been affected by all the blackouts and all the power loss, I hope you guys are doing well. I know I talked to some people that I personally know that are over there that are doing much better now, that things have gotten a little warmer and stuff. But I think that's a perfect example. If there's no power, how do you charge your car if you want to get out of the situation that you're in? Plus, there's been some other YouTube channels where they've taken their Teslas, they've charged them up overnight to full charge. Living in a cold climate, overnight, they lost 30% charge. Just the car sitting there. So
it's hard to say
that. You know, and anything could change between now and then.
That's true. Gosh, if we know things could change. 2020 and 2021
tell me about it.
Have told us that can happen overnight.
So just stay tuned. We're taking it day by day with that. That's
just like you guys.
Another hot dog.
Plumber WRX is here with a hot dog.
I was craving a hot dog the other day.
You know, I was too.
I know. I think we were watching something on TV.
I think we were, or maybe one of our neighbors was grilling hot dogs.
Jaden says, please come to Cars on Main, Memphis in April. That would be amazing, Jaden. We will try to put that on the calendar. And we kind of did that little switch-o, change-o. There it is.
There it is, okay.
We got Adnan Amin. Yep. Joe, do you miss teaching? I do from time to time, but here's the great news is I feel like I'm still teaching. When I do the car reviews, I'm just being myself, just like I was in the classroom, having a good time, but also trying to get the information to you guys. But I do miss time from time. What I don't miss is all the paperwork, behind the scenes stuff, the bureaucrats, the principals trying to tell you to do it their way because their way is better, even though they have no idea what they're talking about. That stuff I don't miss. Did I get too specific?
No.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Adnan.
Yes, thank you for that. And we've got another one from Albert Montez here. Thanks, Albert. Hey, guys, you're amazing. Totally addicted to your channel. Highly informative and entertaining. Love the on throttles. Looking forward to seeing you at the Miami
Yes,
Auto Show.
Albert. Fingers crossed. It's my birthday's May 10th, so the Miami Auto Show starts May 8th. So let's make it a Raiti's Rise birthday special.
A nice birthday present for sure.
I just want to review cars. Gosh, don't even have to buy me anything.
Plumber WRX.
Yes, thumbs up, man. I love that little guy. I love that little guy.
Eric is here. Hey, Eric. Thanks so much for that.
Eric says, hey, guys, great to see you. I just wanted to pay respect to the late, great Dale Earnhardt. Yes, it was that anniversary 20 years ago. I remember watching it over my friend's house, coming out of turn 4, and things did not look right. And obviously they were not. He's like, it's hard to believe he just passed 20 years since his untimely death. Love him or hate him, NASCAR hasn't been the same without him. But here's the great news. You know, sometimes, all the time, when a bad thing happens like this, you got to try to look for some good in it. And one thing that Dale Earnhardt's passing helped are all the current race car drivers right now, no matter if they're NASCAR, Formula One, whatever. Because of his untimely passing, that's where they made the Hans device mandatory for all drivers to wear. And we've come a long way, because I remember when I used to race cars, the Hans device was invented, but it was used very, very little because it was so bulky. And a lot of drivers felt like it would impede their ability to turn their heads. Now it's like, are you nuts to not wear a Hans device? So that's the shining light in this terrible situation. But yes, definitely very, very sad.
And it's also crazy to think that that's been 20
years.
Has it really been that long?
Listen, my dad's got a saying, and I, the older I get, the more I believe it. The older you get, the faster it goes.
It really does.
It really. But thank you, Eric, and I hope you're doing well. Eric. Let me know if you found a buyer for your wheels and stuff, man. I know you're trying to get those sold. I hope everything's okay at home.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we don't have Benji with us tonight. He had to work.
Yes.
So for those of you in the super chat, I'm seeing just a couple comments about not spamming. So if you don't super chat, just hold your questions to the end, and we will.
We're trying to police the people that are spamming and stuff. It's so hard, because it's so small. And we're trying to talk to you guys. I don't want to sit here and just read and then
just zoom in on my
be like, hey guys, who's spamming over there?
We do have another super chat from Robert Zanoni.
Thank you, Robert.
So how exciting is the 22 BRZ? He's really excited to drive.
We're excited to get behind the wheel. Obviously, Lori still has her BRZ. And I think that it's a move in the right direction. I love the look of it. I obviously can't wait to drive it. I still think the car would be perfect, naturally aspirated 250 horsepower.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be the perfect balance. You don't need a turbo. If you're able to get 250 horsepower out of a naturally aspirated engine that they put in there, do it. I think that would be awesome.
Yep, I agree. Able TV Games, thank you for your super chat. Have you heard about the new electric car, Lucid?
Yes, I have heard about the car from Lucid. The bad news about living in Florida is that a lot of these EV car companies are over on the other coast, which makes it very difficult for us to get access. What I'm hoping is that we're going to be getting some EV access when we go to a special event in Texas, hopefully in April, that still happens. But they are doing some great things. And I promise you, as we are able to travel, thanks to the help of all the people super chatting and supporting the channel and everything, we are going to bring that information to you.
Absolutely. Troy, thank you so much, Troy. Joe, how do you think the Type S will stack up with the Germans?
It's one of those things that I think it's going to be a great car. I think it's going to drive awesome. I think that it's going to satisfy a lot of people. But let's be honest, the German Euro brands, when it comes to performance, they bring this level that is just ridiculous. I mean, when you think of an AMG product and how much horsepower they're able to get out of those engines, it's tough, but you are paying for it. So it's one of those things. I think I applaud Acura, and I think that it's a safe move in the right direction, and I hope that they just keep moving it.
Yep. Yeah.
Thanks, Troy.
Yeah, thanks, Troy. And then Adrian Barraza. Thank you, Adrian. Hey, guys, love the content question. I have a 19 Chevy Silverado RST 5.3 V8. Looking to trade it in for the Ford Bronco, but I heard the Bronco Warthog is coming. Should I wait? What are your thoughts?
You know, Adrian, that's a really great question. Hopefully next month. Yeah, next month. I'm like, what month are we in? Next month, we might be getting some access to a 4x4 Bronco, or actually plural 4x4 Broncos. I have seen the Warthog testing out in the Moab and Mojave areas. I think it's going to be pretty sick. When is it going to show up? I couldn't even tell you. Right now, if you said, Joe, just tell me when it's going to be, I'll give you $1 million. I have no idea. And I don't think really anybody else does.
I don't think anybody knows. I feel like anybody who says they know, it's like,
it's a lot. Yeah, they pulled it out of their rear end, but they still don't have regular Bronco 4x4s. Like, so you're looking at, if you're not in a rush, you might not be seeing that until like 2023 or 2024. To be honest with you,
how patient are you?
Yeah, serious.
Yeah.
So, but good question, and obviously we'll bring you more information when I find out.
And you guys know, as soon as we get the opportunity to get our hands on one, we will
definitely
get there. All right, so let me scroll down. We've got
some more
super chats.
A couple more.
Kevin Lambesis, thanks, Kevin. Base Mustang 5.0 manual or a base WRX STI? I know you love the STIs, but has your opinion of the WRXs changed in 2021? And then maybe a 21 Type R just to throw that.
Yeah, just to throw it out. You really threw it all in there, Kevin. Good job.
I love that one,
maximizing that super chat. So you know, they're two totally different ways of getting to sort of the same place. Yeah. Over the years, Subaru has not moved the STI up as much as the Mustang has moved up in horsepower. So if you're looking for the best bang for your performance buck, like straight line, like you want to go from here to here and you want it to be the fastest and the road is dry, Mustang GT is the way to go. Absolutely. Now, if you want more of a unique experience, like an experience of the past, but with a new flair, the STI is the way to go because it still has hydraulic steering. I love the feedback you get. You get more practicality. All-wheel drive, so if the road is wet, you're going to be able to out-accelerate anything if the pavement is totally soaked. So it's tough. You're going to have to really look deep within your heart and ask yourself, what do you really want? Do you want to be somebody who's fast in a straight line? Is that most important to you? The Mustang GT is the way to go. But if you're willing to forego some of that and you want more of a unique experience, STI, Type R,
that's a wild card.
That's a wild card. It really depends on how you want to drive your cars. If you got a bunch of twisty roads where you live, the Type R is an absolute blast.
Well, and then the gauge cluster. Yeah. I mean, the experience of the Type R is a little bit more modern compared to both.
Sure. But hopefully that helps.
Yeah. All right. Goodness, guys.
I know. You guys have been on. We got 356 people still watching.
All right. Let me just double check because I feel like
there's one right there.
There is one. I'm going to scroll back and make sure we didn't miss anybody, but let's go ahead and do GamerSist 510. Thank you, GamerSist. Love the content. You guys are my favorite car reviewers.
Thank you.
Just out of curiosity, is there a reason you don't review cars in the snow? There might be.
There is a huge reason. We live in Florida and we get zero snow.
Never has.
Oh no, that's not true. It has snowed in Tampa like back in 1970. Well, it was just like snowflakes. No. And they do sometimes, I think, get snow up near the Panhandle, near Alabama and stuff.
Well, how far away is that?
That's far.
Like 6-7 hours.
Easy.
Yeah. So we'd have to drive 6-7 hours to get to snow.
We don't have any snow, so and I don't feel like driving to another state to review a car unless it's something special.
Yeah. Okay, I did miss some people.
Okay.
So let's stop here and then I'll scroll back up. Amber, let me see if I can say it. Amber Saria.
Saria?
Please answer my question. Yes, we're here for you. Shall I buy an Accord or a Camry? Which one is best according to you? Or will you suggest another best option in the same segment? So thank you very much.
Thank you for your super chat. Another person from Canada. Out of those two, I would go Honda Accord, especially if you're looking at like the 2-liter turbo sport. Another one, depending on the price, is the Kia K5 GT. I really like that car a lot. It was a blast to drive. Camry, I like the Camry, but I don't know. There's just something about it. Unless it's a TRD, it doesn't really, I don't know, make my heart pitter patter as much. But that would be my choice. I would go Honda Accord and then even like a Kia K5 GT.
Okay, I'm having problems. I need help. Oh, I'm searching for things.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know
so
what I just
let me.
it won't scroll back up any further,
weird.
And we've got some super chats down here that we missed.
Okay.
So I'm really hoping that we didn't miss anybody else.
All right. So Kenton.
I'm sorry, you guys. We're trying.
Yeah, we're trying. I know a lot of you super chatted.
It means so much to us.
Yes.
So we'll try.
We're gonna dig this up here.
Okay.
So Ken was like, "Hi, Joe and Lori. Question for Lori: do you ever ride with Joe when he is on his test drives?"
Sometimes.
Yes.
But I'll be frank. It's hot in Florida, as we've already just discussed the weather.
Yes.
And when I'm out there holding the camera and
you just want a break.
I really sometimes need to cool off and need to take a break. So I don't. Some cars I do.
And you post stuff on Instagram or TikTok or whatever.
And like yesterday, we did the Mach-E, and I went for the test drive. That one. So
you liked it.
Thanks, Kenton.
And it was. We hope to see you soon again. John Marshall, hey Joe, and Queen of the Camera, that's you.
Hey John.
Have fun at Nissan's headquarters. Plan on joining this On Throttle Club. I hear is pretty cool on Patreon next month. It really is, and it would be great to be able to talk a little bit more and communicate and show you some more behind the scenes stuff. So thanks, John.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, what else do we have here? I'm scrolling.
I'm really hoping
it's all right. Yes, no, we'll be fine. Eline. Oh, it's Eline L Train. I know him from Instagram. Much love to you guys.
Much love to you.
Same to you. Really appreciate your support. And I always love seeing the stuff that you're posting on Instagram, man. Keep following those dreams. He does voiceover stuff for characters, like cartoon characters.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
I used to wanted to look into.
I know, so did I.
Break into.
It is very, very difficult.
Okay, we
got that one. We're just scrolling, and then we're going to get through some questions, guys. So don't bail on us yet. We got Gamer Assist. Bobby Clary. Bobby says, just wanted to say I'm thankful I ran across y'all's channel, have educated me on cars a lot. Much thanks. Peace and love. Well, thanks, Bobby. We really appreciate you, and thanks for your super chat and just being so supportive. We really appreciate that.
All right.
I think you could also do it this way, possibly.
Yes.
Jin Kim 402. He says, my father-in-law is an avid camper and wants a Subaru. Which would you suggest? I personally love the Outback. He's asking between the Forester and the Outback. I like the Outback better. And if you would have asked me that like 20 years ago, I probably would have never said that. But I like that lifted wagon. I like the way it drives more so than the Forester. But the Forester's great too.
I like the Forester, but I think that the Outback has a little bit lower center of gravity and it's a little bit more engaging.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Very good call. Then we have
Zhao Li.
Hopefully we're pronouncing that correctly. We try our best. They say, what do you think is happening to Infiniti? Love my G35, but now really see that brand around. It's interesting. A lot of people thought that Infiniti would be cut off. I could promise you that I've seen redesigned photos and video footage of upcoming models, and there's some exciting stuff coming. So don't give up on Infiniti yet. Things are coming. You just got to be a little patient.
William Franceschini.
Yes.
I love your show. You guys are great.
We love you too. Thanks for being here and thanks for the super chat.
Thanks, William. Really appreciate that. And then I am going to scroll up really quickly. And then we're going to see if we can answer some regular questions here before. All right. So let's try scrolling. There's Bobby. There's Jin Kim.
Another thing to remember is that we have some other big things coming. Like I said, Mustang Mach-E tomorrow. Hopefully you saw the Kia Carnival. I'm curious to read the comments and see what you guys thought. I'll be honest with you. When I first saw the media assets for the Kia Carnival, I thought it was an SUV. I think they did a great job taking a minivan and not making it look like a minivan.
Yeah, that's it. We're caught up.
We're all caught up?
As far as I can see, it won't let me scroll any higher.
It's as high as it goes.
Isn't that frustrating?
It's really weird.
It's making us stop. So anybody who chatted at a certain, that's why I say hold your questions till the end, because I can't. You can't even.
We can't even go back now.
Yeah.
So we got another super chat from Lion. Yeah. Lion Legacy. Joe, what's your opinion on the 2021 Corvette convertible? I actually dig it. I like the folding a hard top. It really gives it a great look, whether the top is up or the top is down. And the fact that it weighs minuscule is unbelievable. And I think that it fits the look of the C8 really, really well. hopefully that helps. But it's definitely a great performer, and the convertible performs just as well as the coupe. There used to be a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away that if you had a convertible, they didn't handle as well as coupes because of all the bracing and flex and stuff.
Yeah. So we've got a question here from Jason Friddle. Best muscle car for under 35,000.
Under 35,000, I'm going to say probably the Chevrolet. If you're going new, the Chevrolet Camaro LT1. That one is made to be that bang up muscle car for the least amount of money. That's the way to go.
Yeah. Good.
And if you did super chat, please, and we didn't get to it for whatever reason, please email me and I will send you a special token of my appreciation.
Absolutely.
Because we this thing went so fast tonight. We're almost 400 people.
I think I need to get another setup where I can set the super
Two
chat
screens,
out.
yeah.
So we will work on that, you guys, so that is not an issue for next month.
Yeah, we're gonna make this better for sure.
Yeah, because that was really frustrating that it doesn't let us go. But we do have another super chat from Guitar Macist. Thinking about a Supra, loving Twinkies.
Well, I think if you're looking for a Supra, they're great performers. For the price, you're going to have a vehicle that could perform up there with a Porsche Cayman, also known as the Porsche 718. It'll be interesting to see what the Supra is going to bring. Also, it competes well against the BMW M2. I like them. Of course, it bothers me that they have so many fake vents on them, but nothing I could do about it.
Well, that's true. Yeah. That is very true. All right, then Emilio Caballero, up New York Lawn.
Nice.
2021 CX-5 or 2021 Rogue S. Any option with nice tech and that upscale feeling for the buck?
I'm going CX-5. I think for a compact SUV for the money, the CX-5 has the style. If you go with the turbocharged engine, you're going to have some performance there, and they really focus on the driver. So that's the way I would go.
And I'll be frank, Emilio, every time we film a CX-5, Joe is always
I just posted one tonight.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Carbon edition, turbocharged, all-wheel drive.
Yep. And then Jordan Childers, thanks, Jordan. What are your thoughts on what happened with the SRT team?
I think that, like I said earlier, Stellantis just wanted to take those engineers and designers and distribute them throughout all the companies underneath Stellantis. I don't agree with it. I think SRT was one of those feathers in the cap for Dodge and the other Mopar products for you to lust after an SRT branded vehicle. So it really bums me out, but I think this is what you're going to see as we go into the future and V8 engines and whatnot kind of go bye-bye.
Yeah.
Matthew Lowry.
Matthew,
nice, thank you
for your super chat.
We appreciate you. Thank you for that. Yes, we love that little guy. So we need to get to some of these questions real quick.
Yes.
What are your daily drivers?
Well, and somebody did want to know what is our email. So before you
so our email, and we did get Amber Sirius.
Yes. We did.
Yes.
But if you needed to
reach us, info@ratiesrides.com.
Very simple.
info@ratiesrides.com.
Okay.
And Amber Saria.
Yes.
We did get to their question.
We did get to Amber Saria's question. Yes.
What else? Daily driver. So our daily driver is we got the Type RA, Lori's got the BRZ, and of course we get the press fleet vehicles that we could drive each week as well. So that kind of we rotate through those.
That's right. Okay, so Abdallah Ahmad, built EcoBoost or Pro-Charged V6 Mustang?
You're going to be able to get more power out of the EcoBoost. If you don't mind having a Mustang, if you're okay at the end of the day having a Mustang with a 4-cylinder engine that's turbocharged, you'll get more horsepower out of that EcoBoost.
Yeah.
Compared to a Pro-Charged V6.
And then Lenski Luis Jean wants to know, how do you see Cadillac improving their interior in the future? I think you're going to see some more styling that kind of mimics what some of the Euro brands are doing. I think that they're moving in the right direction. It's just going to be interesting to see how they integrate the electric vehicles that they say that they're going to be moving to with those redesigned interiors. But I think you're going to see some really big changes with the Cadillac, how it's got those massive 38-inch screens. Mm-hmm. Lennox Marin wants to know, first of all, says, love your videos. I'm considering a 21 Toyota Venza Limited and a 21 Camry XSE. Which do you think?
Obviously two totally different kinds of vehicles. But I actually dig driving the Venza, to be honest with you. It's cool looking.
It is cool.
It has that, you could get, especially when you go limited, you could go that stargazer roof.
Yeah.
That's real cool. I would probably go that route. out of the two, but I also do like the Camry XSE. I don't think you could go really wrong.
Yeah, I mean, the Camry XSE is a pretty great trim.
And then we got Million Miler. Y'all are truly the goats when it comes to automotive journalists. Well, thank you, man. We appreciate you. No one could ever replace y'all like Johnny Gilbert, Alex Trebek, and Ken Jennings on Jeopardy. What do you all think of KJ hosting Jeopardy now? I think he's doing a good job.
I haven't seen it.
I saw a little bit.
I can watch that.
Yeah, I saw a little bit. I think he's holding it. Obviously, there's nothing like the original, right? I mean, Alex Trebek is Jeopardy.
And he was just such a classic.
I mean, I still have a problem sometimes watching Price is Right with Drew Carey because Bob Barker to me is what it's
Drew Carey. I mean,
this is true. But no, I think things are going.
But Wayne Brady did a really great job of taking over.
Let's make a deal. Yeah. Good. Thank you for being here.
And
thank you for the super chat. Yes.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. That's really sweet. All right, so let's see. We've got a ton of questions.
Yes, we are live. Somebody said, "Dang, I didn't know you were live." We are live.
We're definitely live.
And no, I will not put my shoe on my head to prove that.
Somebody actually asked us that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
wait, here's a question.
Okay, go
Sonata
ahead.
N-Line or wait on the Elantra N? I would say if you've already waited this long, just go, Brian, with the N. I think that will have the performance to satisfy your appetite. The N line is nice, but it would have been nicer if they added just a little bit more horsepower than the previous generation.
Yeah, that's a really great point. TJ Stewart, what are your thoughts on the 2018 Infiniti Q60 Red Sport?
Q60 Red Sport is a great car. It's kind of interesting, the steering, because it's steering by wire. Which is a lot different than a lot of other vehicles, but I love the way it looks. And obviously the power plant in that vehicle is going to be powering the 400Z. So something to think about.
Yeah.
We got another super chat.
New 52.
New 52. I'm trying to get a Dodge Charger GT 2021. Will you ever do it? As soon as I can.
Will you ever do a review?
Yes.
Are you kidding?
Well,
I couldn't keep them away from that.
Well, the challenge is the GTs aren't all. I've done RTs. I've done Scat Packs. The GT is a hard one to track down, but we will find one for you.
Yes.
I want to. See, this is the thing I think a lot of people need to understand. When you guys ask me for certain cars, it's not so much do I want to, it's can I find one? Because it's very hard sometimes, especially with the way the pandemic kind of messed up all the shipments. It's hard to find certain vehicles.
It is hard to find.
Like there's a lot of people who go down to a Toyota dealership, they can't find a RAV4 Prime. Like they're just not there.
Yes. Okay, so 2021
we do have a Suburban review already on the channel. If you're ever wondering, and I know I bring this up each month, but I will bring it up again. If you're ever wondering, have we done a certain car in Raity's Rides? On the search bar menu on YouTube, type in the car that you're looking for, and then type Raity's Rides right after it. And it will come up if we've done it. If it doesn't come up, then we haven't done it. But we've done a 2021 Suburban. It was an RST.
And then Alexander K. George wants to know, what are your thoughts on the redesign of the 2022 Honda CR-V?
You know, it's nice. Does it knock me off my feet? I think the competition, the bar has been raised. I mean, wait until the new Tucson is released. I think that Hyundai and Kia have really just moved the bar so quickly. That Sorento is phenomenal.
Yeah,
we love the Sorento.
Yeah,
it's one of those things. I like the CR-V, but it wouldn't be the one I would buy. Put it that way.
Yeah, that's a good point. Isaiah wants to know, what are your thoughts on the 2022 Mercedes-Benz C-Class?
You know, I think the styling is great. I just can't believe that an AMG is no longer going to have V8s. They're moving away from V8s.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
What have we been talking about this whole night? Has been moving away from V8s.
I just sometimes I don't like to hear it, and I purposely don't listen. Tuxedo Black Cat. Hey Joe, a little bit about why cars drive different. They drove a 2009 Toyota Camry at 15, and when I pressed the gas pedal, I was like, oh shoot. And when I pressed it as gently as I could.
Well, you know, what happens is when you first start driving, things are a little bit more sensitive. You're not used to it. And that's where you feel a little bit extra. Drive for a while, and then you'll press that gas pedal and you'll be like, oh, this is slow.
That's a good point. Jeff, thank you so much, Jeff. Jeff says, Joe and Lori, thank you for your hard work. Great reviews. Big question, Florida Gators or FSU Seminoles or USF?
Actually, UCF. I actually went and graduated. I'm a Golden Knight. So technically, if I'm going that route, if I'm at a game and the Golden Knights aren't playing, then I'm probably going to go Gators.
And for me, Jeff, I actually went to Mizzou, so go Tigers.
There you go.
Yeah, so that was a fun question.
Yes, thank you for that super chat, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, that was fun. And then Karen wants to know, have you driven a smart car or a Honda Fit?
I've driven. We actually have a review on the Honda Fit. So please, like I said, go to that search bar on YouTube, type Honda Fit and Raity's Rides. It'll come up. I've never driven a smart car. It's one of those ones that, like I said, they're just not available.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't spam because I'm not reading the spammed ones, right?
Wait, here's a good question. TX Gaze says, would I trade? Don't worry about it. Would I trade my GT350 for a Nissan GTR? It's one of those things that I would love to have a GTR, but every time I think about, can I live with just the 6-speed DCT automatic transmission? I don't know. I need that interaction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And this is a good one. Mikey Saucedo, Super 2.0 or 3.0?
Well, obviously, bigger's better. Sometimes, I guess. But in this case, if you have the money, I would go 3-liter. The 2-liter is a little lacking.
Yeah.
I think here's a better question. If you were to say, hey, would you go BRZ or Super 2.0? I would go the new BRZ, and I haven't even driven the BRZ yet.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea.
Hayden's here. Hayden, thank you so much. Which car would you choose the most fun to drive between the Veloster and DCT, the Stinger 3.3 Turbo, Super 2.0 or 3.0? Keeps hearing the Supra is not as fun to drive daily. The
Supra is the most fun. Obviously, the Supra is going to be a little challenging as a daily driver because of the lack of space and inside the cockpit. I don't have an issue with it. I'm the type of person that if you're going to like a 2-seat sports car, you're going to have to make some compromises in life. But if you need more room, then I would go Veloster. That was a fun car with the 8-speed DCT to drive. I like the Kia Stinger too, but that would be at the last at the list.
So Eric is saying that we missed a super chat from him, and I think somebody else may have mentioned it as well. And I just want to say that I'm really, really sorry about that. For whatever reason.
Was there a second super chat by him?
Eric is saying that we missed one.
Eric, we're so sorry about that, man. If you could type your super chat question or comment
there's a way
in there.
To see.
I don't know. It's one of those things that start hitting things.
Yeah.
But
I'm afraid I might just end the whole thing.
Yeah. So. Eric, we're
Eric
sorry.
And anybody else who super chatted, because there may have been a small group of you, because for some reason
it just went so fast and we weren't able to.
If you would please email us, and I should be able to rewatch the whole entire thing and find the super chat.
Sure.
So I will do my best to try to contact any of you that did that, and then we will make sure to address your questions right away on the next live Q&A.
Definitely.
But if you would also just send me an email at info@radiusrides.com so that I can communicate with you.
Yeah, we want to send
you something.
If anybody did not have their super chat read out and be acknowledged, like Eric did not have his second one, I apologize, Eric, that we missed that. We will please email us at info@radiusrides.com. We'll watch the video here, and then we will send you a special appreciation.
Sincerely,
yes.
We are very sorry about that.
We're not doing it on purpose. Yes, you deserve to be recognized, and we appreciate all of you.
And like I said as well, we're going to make sure to I'm going to get a bigger screen and pop out the chat, and I'll be able to keep better track of things.
Yeah. These are things that I guess part of the challenge when it comes to growing the channel is that we have a lot more people that are participating.
Well, and typically we do this for an hour, and we're right around an hour and 13 minutes. So
definitely, we got another super chat. Jada Zane. I'm buying my first car at 18, Nissan Sentra. Well, congratulations. There's nothing like buying your own car. And I'm a firm believer that when I was a teacher, I thought it was good that kids buy their own car, at least contribute to it so they have some type of ownership in it and they'll take better care of it. But I appreciate that super chat, Jada. We do appreciate all of you for being here. We've had over 400 people from time to time.
It's awesome, guys. Thank you so much for your support.
We're sorry we didn't get to more questions, but...
And for those of you that really want your questions answered, I know like Gareth Hood, who's one of our Winner's Circle members, you guys had a one-on-one video chat.
Yeah.
So if you want that one-on-one conversation with Joe, just go and get on Patreon, and that way you don't have to mess with worry about if something gets lost in the shuffle.
And we appreciate all of you, whether you super chatted or not, just by being here. It's been great. I guess some of the people who've been spamming, maybe we don't appreciate that as much.
Not so much.
But we appreciate everybody and all your support. We can't do it without you. Stay tuned for the Mach-E tomorrow. If you haven't seen the Kia Carnival, check that out on the channel. Also, the Mazda CX-5 Carbon Edition. And we have that Nissan 400Z coming soon. So stay tuned for that. But we love each and every one of you. We did get one last super chat. He just got in.
From Oscar in the nick of time.
Oscar has a very good question. 2021 Denali or Escalade? I think for the money, I would go Denali. I actually like the way the Yukon Denali has its own unique infotainment system. And it has that same great style that you're going to get if you go the more expensive Escalade. That's my advice and my take on it, Oscar. But thank you. But like I was saying, thank you for being here. And just like always, wait, Leon! We got another, just snuck it in. Just snuck it in. Leon, thank you for that super chat. He says, I see a lot of folks dogging on the IS 500 F Sport, that XYS. That XYZ car beats it in power, 0 to 60. What metrics are important to you? Should it always be the... Listen, I'm a firm believer. I don't live by a spec sheet. I go by feeling. I want an experience. I don't need a number to go impress my friends. I don't care about that. I care about when I go out for a drive, either by myself or with Lori or with somebody else in the car, that we are having a special experience. And that is what you're going to get in that Lexus IS 500 with that naturally aspirated V8. So that's my take on it. But thanks again for all your awesome support.
Thank you guys so much.
You guys are amazing.
I'll be in touch with those of you that we didn't get a shout out. We will make sure to shout you out.
We love all you.
We love you guys so much.
And just like always, we'll see you on the next ride. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See ya.